Am I holding you up, holding you down? I like you best when you're undressed. I like you most when you're a ghost. I like the way that you don't understand of the things that I say when I open my mouth. Just smile and nod, as if it's enough. It usually is. Enough is enough. Speed wall in low light, thrown like dice. Leave no prints, leave no sign, just ghost. Godspeed in low light, kiss of life to turn on a moment alone. Throne. The moment we chose, the moment the most. Can't understand why loving is blind. Well, that's what I find. Try and untie the beginning of time. So many strings on a singular thing.
It's cold in the air now. Throwing lights and dice. It's cold in the air now. Throwing lights and dice. It's cold in the air now. Throwing lights and dice. It's cold in the air now, throw lights and dice. It's cold in the air now. It's cold in the air now. Throw lights and dice.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Cool, nice to be here. Nice stream. How's everyone doing? I've already seen there's a lot of Fs in the chat for Fujifilm. Please don't send any emails yet. There's already been 27 of you, I can confirm, that have dropped an email. I'm not going to look at any of them, I'm afraid. What I'm going to do is give you all a keyword which you're going to have to send in, just to make it a little race. Let me just pour my bean juice, take a sip, acclimatise to the stream, make sure I'm the right temperature. Everyone good? Cheers. Fujifilm discontinued one of their, well, I guess their only professional colour film left. So that's why there's Fs in the chat. Alright. So, I've got a question for everyone. I received an email, not an email, an Instagram DM. I can't remember from who. But someone sent in a message saying I should do reviews. Instead of reviews of photos, I should do editing your photos, which I thought was an interesting little spice addition. Thought that could be pretty fun. So I don't know whether we want to try like half of this stream be reviewing, half of the stream be editing, or what your kind of desires are. But I thought that could be quite fun. It would obviously take more time per photo, less people would have their stuff looked at. But I think that could be pretty interesting. Let's see what you all say in the chat as I wait for it to appear. Half and half. Okay, if we do half and half, which half do we do first? Do we go for editing photos first, or do we go for reviewing first? Okay, review first. Okay, the people have spoken. That's a lot of reviews first. 80-20 don't need editing. Rude. Okay. Polaroid photos are considered film to me, at least. Thomas Norris said it would be cool to get other photographers to join the stream and review the pics. I've thought about it. There's things coming in the future, but I haven't had much time to plan these streams recently. But I've got a lot of plans. I was hoping to have a musical guest play live music every stream and make it like the worst late night talk show ever. That would be really cool, but it's quite a big task to ask your friends to perform like an acoustic set for your photography live stream. You know, it's not the same as pulling TV numbers. So far that hasn't happened. Okay. Let's go to the rules. So, if you want to have a photo reviewed, email up to 2 photos for feedback to nfphotoreview@gmail.com. Photos must be sent as attachments. Please do not send me a link to a WeTransfer or a Drive link or anything like that. I won't look at it. Don't include anything you're not happy to be included on stream, whether you've got your phone number in your email signature or something like that. And please, no explicit content. That's the rules. The final rule is you have to email in with the correct subject line of the email, otherwise I won't look at it. So I want you to email in with the subject line RIP 400H. Let me put it in the chat. Okay, that's the subject. Send them in. All right, they're coming in. Shall we have a look? First up, we got Colin Jones. Where in the world are we here? America, I'm going for. I'm not sure. Just this little, like, thing down here. Can you see that? That thing looks like a softball or baseball containery thing. This is cool. I like the contrast of like the white car really sticks out from the background. Maybe it's not America. Maybe it's like Eastern Europe. And a nice moody little portrait. It's cool. It's good dynamic lighting. I like it. Detroit, Michigan. I was right with the first guess. Has anyone been watching the YouTube channel GeoGuessr? I remember he like first blew up on the scene where he crossed Wales, the country Wales, in a straight line like a year or two ago. And I have to say, I mean I don't even play the game, but I've been obsessed with his videos of him playing GeoGuessr, which is basically Google Maps Street View, and you have to guess where you are in the world. And what a game! It's so cool. I love it. I wish I had the brain power to be as good at him. I tried playing yesterday, but apparently you can only play one game if you don't pay for the subscription. So. Alright, next up we got Charles Letizier. Howdy, would love for you to rate these. Be harsh, I can take it, I think. So, trying to figure this out. Is it a multiple exposure? It's quite confusing. I'm not really sure what's going on. Like, I kind of like it, but I'm confused. Like, I can tell that like it's taken through a chain link fence, right? That's why there's this out of focus chain link fence. But then there's this like hose down there or something. It's like a shot into a garden. Like, I just don't really understand where this subject comes from. Kind of cool though. And we got this one. Oh, there's 3. Cheetah. The colours in this one are really nice. It feels very warm and nice. Maybe slightly too pink, but it's pretty cool. This one, I like the like stretched out pose. It's quite cool. I'd say this one is my favourite, just for the lighting. You know, it's taken at the perfect time of the day, where there's not too much like brightness in the background, that it's kind of like even the shadows and the highlights are like so evenly exposed. The only thing I'd maybe consider is like cropping in the tiniest bit so you don't have this little bit of skin down here. But it's pretty cool. Lucas Mickelson. Oh wow. Hell yeah. That is a scary looking dog. I wonder what it looks like when it's not attacking you. Because the one on the left looks pretty cute. It's a cool photo. Has anyone ever seen the series of photos where the guy did street photography as if it was just of dogs instead of humans? That was strange. And then we got this one. It's kind of cool. It's like one of those like boring but cool photos. Not in like a bad way, but like it's just a bit funny to look at. Alright, onwards. Next up we got Joshua Atkins. Nice golden UK glorious sunshine. It's nice. What are we thinking, everyone? Real or Photoshop? Real or Photoshop? I reckon that bird's photoshopped in. How can we tell? It's pretty cool though. I like this. Good use of space. And yes, I do think it's real. I was just joking. Alright, onwards. We got Miles Kirk. Some good colours in this one. That red is like really redding. And the primaries are like super vivid. The only thing that's slightly strange is like how blue the trees have gone. There's some really nice colour on this. Someone said no 1080p stream. I think my internet's just not doing great right now. But it should exist, just not right now. Then we got this one. Has this one been cropped quite significantly? Like it's a lot less high quality than this first one. This one's cool. I never like... I don't think often I love photos of the back of people's heads, but this one, the colours just be hitting, so it's pretty cool. This one, it's just like not quite sharp enough on my screen. Something a bit off about it. But it's got a cool expression, but I wish I could just like see it more clearly. Oh, everyone else is saying they've got the high res, so who knows? One sec, I need to close my window a bit, I'm getting cold. Alright. Ow! Okay, next up we've got Brennan Smith. It's a nice exposure. I like the variance in the floor, like how it fades from like the underglow of the popcorn bit is like a very green white light, and then it fades into this red light that then also fades out in the foreground, which is pretty cool. It's nice. There's a lot of things to like about the composition as well. Like there's two like central poles sitting right in the middle, a foreground element, midground element. It's got it going on. It's pretty cool. We got this one. I mean, it's cool because it makes the people look really small. And that's actually look giant. But something just slightly annoys me that pole is like not quite central. It's cool. It's impressive to make those people look so small. Which way around was I going? This way. We got Ryan Gordon next. With this. How is it turned on? There's no plug there. It's pretty cool. I wonder, Ryan Gordon, if you're still there, did you use a smoke machine? It's a nice little bit of like atmosphere going on here. It's pretty cool. This is like the kind of photo which I think I would never take myself. Like, it's not the kind of photography which I find myself interested in. But I think this is done nicely, and a lot of people would like it. It's pretty cool. There's a really great balance of light, like that dusk combo with how bright the light was. You took it at the perfect time. And alright, everyone's saying that batteries exist. Yes, but these kind of lamps aren't battery powered normally. Like, don't tell me you have batteries plugged into all your lamps in your house. You're all forgetting that candles exist. Next up, we've got Matthias Benisovsky. I hope I got that right, Matthias. So this is a large format shot. It's pretty cool. There's a really nice texture going on in this. I have to say though, right, if you didn't tell me this was large format first, I probably would have liked it more, because now I'm just slightly annoyed that you're using large format, yet you've got quite a lot of the frame out of focus. You probably could have used camera movements a bit more efficiently to get this right side still in focus. I don't think anything's being added to by having it with more depth. Like, I think just like the texture of it would look even better if it was really in focus. But I really like the light and the all the different shapes that are going on. And like this slight bit of like, looks like etching up there. It's cool. Alright, I've got to the end of when I sent in. Gonna have to do a bit of rejigging here. Oh, a lot of you sent in. This is a lot of emails. Alright, we've got Peter Yasheyev. It's kind of cool. I feel like this, when you've got a photo of something which is like quite plain, it'd be helpful to have either like a more dynamic lighting or something just like to add to the photo. This one, however, everyone loves the corner of a classic car. And the snow only adds to it. I really love this like little shelf of snow up here. Potentially, I would have liked this photo even more if it was taken from like a slightly higher angle looking down, because I want to see more of that top snow. I think that looks really cool. Matthias said he would have actually really liked to have it all in focus, but the exposure took like 7 minutes and he was running out of light. Fair enough. Fair enough. Longer than 7 minutes is a big ask. Okay, we've got Nicholas Schneider. Whoa, hold up, wait a second. We've got Matt Day in the chat with the super chat. What's going on? Thanks so much, Matt Day. Very kind of you. Can I make Matt Day a VIP or anything? I can make him a moderator. I can hide him. I can put him in timeout. I can't see anything cool to give you, Matt, sorry. I want to give him like a crown or something. Alright, anyway, back to Nicholas. Got this underground scene going on. It's pretty cool. I feel like if it was cropped in the slightest bit from the left, maybe you could have like the pole symmetry just like slightly closer, because on the left hand side there's a bigger gap than from where it finishes on the right hand side. And you could also do just like the tiniest bit of perspective correction, because it feels like everything's just leaning in on you slightly. If you just pushed it all flat a bit, could look even better. Was that the only one? Oh, there's more. In the tree. This is pretty cool. I feel like with this, what could make this even better is if you positioned the flash further off camera. I think normally like flashing from underneath someone isn't going to produce the most flattering light on them. So if you had, say, the light on a stand and you had someone else to hold it, or maybe you could do it yourself, but if you had that light up and pointing down on them and you still were down here photographing, you could make for like what looks like more of a surreal lighting effect, and also probably make the subject look more flattering. But still a cool idea. I just think you can make it even better. Good luck to Rory in his mock exams tomorrow. Next up we've got Milton Vestbrant. It's pretty cool. Pretty striking. A nice photo. Those are pretty cool. These look like timeless photos. Like you couldn't tell what year these were taken in. And I like that. It's pretty cool. Hey dude, you filter with RIP 400H, but you said we need to write RIP 400H, which is with capital I. If you filter with I, you can't see the ones with I? What? I'm pretty sure I'm getting all of them right now. I'm getting, if you want an example, look, I'm even getting ones where people put a space in between. This one's got no caps. Alright? Chill. We're all good. Alright, next up we got Gerald Goh. But he said in the thing, not film, unfortunately.
Was this shot on film?
Brave. It's quite nice though. Do we care? Maybe not. This one, bit crunchy. But it's pretty cool. We don't hate on digital around here anymore. You know, we're an accepting community. Next up we got Connor Pope. Nighttime, end of roll, sad teddy, basketball hoop. Sent in too many photos. I said maximum 2. Cheater. They're pretty cool though. I like in this one how you managed to time it to get the subject silhouette by the light box. Pretty nice. My favourite one is actually the sad teddy bear. Thank you, Titus P, for the €2. You can still send photos, but I'd probably recommend waiting until I do a new keyword, because there's already a lot to get through. Next up we got Spencer Waltz. The lovely corner of the floor Or is it the ceiling? I'm led to believe it's the floor from the skirting board, but it's cool. It's a nice light. Nice colours. This one, pretty lo-fi. Looks like it could have been taken with like a disposable, or maybe just scanned a bit cheaply. And there's actually a big Newton ring down the middle. It's nice. It would look even better if you scanned it better. Alright, we got Peter Carroll. This is pretty cool. I like this. Sometimes you see black and white and it's so grey. You know, it's neither black or white, it's just grey. Which I know all black and white is, yes, but sometimes it's like such a low contrast black and white, but it really works. I think this one's really nice. There's also this, like, what is that mural going on down there? It's pretty cool. Got a bit of a scratch down there. Also cool, but I prefer the first one. I like how this one, like, fills the frame completely. I think that's what's strong about this one. Alright, we send in photos by following these rules, but I also give you a keyword to send in, which I'll search through with the email description. Currently it's RIP400H, but there's already like 300 emails, so you might want to wait until I refresh the word, because otherwise you might not get in, I'm afraid. Oh, next up we've got Dom Ashton with a very low res file, which I thought was going to be really nice in the thumbnail, but it's so low res I can't see it properly. However, it's pretty cool. I think, I thought they were sheep, but they could be pigs. I can't tell, there's not enough pixels. But what I do like is how green it is, how foggy it is. It looks really cool, I just wish I could actually see it a bit more. Another cool one. Birds. Nice. Steezy never came through with the music. I'll have to get in contact with them. Is everyone doing okay? Everyone having fun? No one saw the Q skip screen. I wasn't letting the Q skip come in yet because I wanted to give everyone a chance first, and I got a bit too busy last time. Let's go in for Ricardo Caldas. Here are some images. My work focuses a lot on queer identities and its diverse representations. By the way, loving the live streams. Cheers from Switzerland. Thank you, Ricardo. Let me guess, was this taken on an RZ67 or an RB67? It's just got that, like, waist level viewfinder look of pointing up with the shallow depth of field. It's really cool. I like how the lips really pop with the headscarf. This one almost looks like it's got like a real soft glow to it as well, which is pretty cool. It's nice. The pose looks almost slightly uncomfortable, which I think maybe could be slightly aided if you just took like one step further to the left when you were aiming it and just like over them a bit more. It might just be like more of a natural resting place for the head, but it's pretty cool. I like it. It's nice. It looks very sunny and warm, not like right now. Isle of Mull by Hugo something, I can't see it anymore. Pretty nice also. But it looks like the horizon's slightly off. Just a little bit. It needs to be rotated clockwise. The tiniest bit, it'd be even better. Just a little bit. Oh, what was his name? Damn it. We're in too deep. I can't go back now. Alright. I feel like I should... We're like 25 minutes deep into the queue now. Maybe we should redo it. Maybe we should start with a new keyword, since much more people are here now. I'm gonna... Yeah. Alright. New keyword. New keyword. What can it be? Anyone got any ideas? Where's my rules? Here it is. Alright, so I need you to email in with the new keyword. Okay, keyword. Keyword Matt Bay. MATTBAE. Matt Bay. That's your keyword. Come on in. Matt Bay. Keyword MATTBAE. Let's see. People already at it. First up, we've got Andrew Winkler. This is nice. Some good lighting. It's got it popping. And this, if I've ever seen it, this is a Sony still photo, right? 1% matte, 99% bay. You have to put the keyword as the email description, like the header. Yeah, these are two nice photos. They're cool. Next up, we've got Miguel ____. Okay. Had some major light leaks, but luckily not on these two frames. It's nice. It's got some very cool colours with the pink really popping, and the skin tones are really nice as well. I think maybe you could crop in a tiny bit from the right, which would probably get rid of a bit of the light leak, but also just make it focus slightly more on the subject's face, make them fill more of the frame. But fair enough if you like the aesthetic of the scan borders. Then we got this one. Is that like a dog made out of... It's like a modern day Trojan horse. It's quite cool. It's just very busy. Like all the graffiti makes it feel very full. Next up, we've got Julius Denglers. Another very warm image, which is nice. Nothing to complain about. Maybe just like if you could shoot it a bit, I feel like I would never even say this, but like a bit shallower depth of field on this could be nice, just really isolating them a little bit more. But it feels warm and I want to be there, so I like it. Matt Bay does not equal Matt Bay. Come on, guys. I spelled it. I spoke it out loud. I spelled it to you. Up next we've got Noah Ishmael. I don't know why he's holding the plant, to be honest. But he is. Kind of got it going on. I think you've got too much headspace though. If this plant is so special, we can probably crop in so that him and the plant fill the frame a bit more. It's just a bit too top heavy right now. And we got this one, which is a lot nicer. I like this one a lot more. This one feels like it's got a bit more direction than just holding a plant up. Also, again, very warm and nice. Can't tell if they're running while smoking a cigarette or if they're just running, like, holding their face. Either way, I like it. Roberto Vitali. Nice. Dusk. Actually, let's feed it into the chat. Is this dusk or dawn? Tell me in the chat. Dusk or dawn? I'm going for dawn. I thought dusk at first, but I think it's actually the morning because of the fog.
Whoa! Heater!
Chat says dawn. Either way, cool photo. I like it. Whoa. Flying plastic. Also cool. I like these two. Very fun. Nothing to add on that one. Next up we've got Sam Spinks. Some floor and wood and thing. It was cool. Very nice lighting. Sun-kissed. And a very moody portrait. This is like just about pushed too far in the scan. Like the black's really becoming a bit mushy. But it kind of works in a stylistic way. Like I'd be interested to see what it looks like if the levels were so that it was more black instead of quite a high grey. But I do like it. It's got a feel to it, you know? Next up, we've got Zoran Zambo. I feel like it's not quite straight. It's a bit. That's the only thing which like bugs me a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like when I see straight lines, I like them being straight and perspectives. And because like this is a corridor, I want it to be like dead straight. But that's just not some people's vibe, and that's completely fine. But that's what stands out to me. Otherwise, I'm sure it's a nice photo. But sometimes I struggle to look past straight lines. And then we got this street scene, which is very nice. The way it's lit, perfect. This is a cool photo. Now we've got Jacob Alfter. has no name yet .jpg. More mist. Are we buffering? What's going on? Can we get a live react to Matt Day's video that is premiering now? No. I can't still... That's like one thing I've never really understood with streaming, is like how people just react to stuff on stream all day and get paid to essentially just consume other people's content. It's like Reddit videos as well. Like, I wish I could make them. They're so easy. That's super fun. Anyway, back to this. Someone said Tiny Bell Center. It might be, but it doesn't feel like it at the same time. Because it's like, it's not a perfect organic shape. Like the stump is a bit to the right, but then the whole thing... Yeah, I'm not sure. You can get the ruler out, you know. And then we've got this long pier, which is kind of cool. I wish the corner of this started in the corner. If it just like followed on perfectly in a line, I think that would be even nicer. Even maybe like the start of these poles, if they came in straight from the side and like zoomed out, I think that might feel even nicer. Damon Liu has sent in some photos on half frame, but I have to admit, I can't really make them out. They're not very high quality. I wish I could give you more insight, but I just can't really see them, to be honest. Now we've got Jan Trollsch. It's nice lighting. I feel like I want more going on though, whether it's like some people or something. It just feels a bit empty, but the lighting's cool. And this one, I can't tell if it's because the background is on a different like plane to the foreground, but it doesn't quite feel straight again. But nice light. I feel like the bike could be central in the frame. That could help. Which way was I going? This way. Carl Eller. Photos from their late grandparents' house. This was nice. I like the colour of the wall in this a lot. It's got a good feel to it. And like, I know this isn't necessarily what the photographer did, because it was probably on the wall like this already, but the composition of the things hanging on the wall is pretty cool. Like, you can like see that there was something here at one point, on the darker patches, and just like how they're sporadically laid out, I think is really nice. I like that one a lot. I think this one's cool as well. I can't tell if it's like a bit of distortion from the lens or the scan, but it feels like it bows a little bit, like it's not completely flat, but that could be easily fixed. It's also maybe slightly too magenta, but it's cool. We've got Giulio Longo. Cool colours. I feel like if this was even bigger, this would be even cooler colours. You got like the little cigarette butts, the little basket, the flower, whatever that thing is, and the chairs. This has got it going on. And this is quite cool as well. Sometimes, right, when a photo isn't straight, it works. I don't know why. But like these together, for some reason, It just feels like a real nice kind of like diaristic form of photography that I'm sure if you had just like a really long, just like if you just had them printed out in a massive strip, just seeing like loads of photos like this would be really cool. Next up we've got František Kalod. Oh, that's a tricky name. I'm sorry if that's wrong. A lovely golden hour portrait. Not much to complain about this one. It's not the highest quality. You can maybe get a better scan, but it's nice. And then this one, always good because it's a dog. You know, you can't hate when there's a dog. Especially dog in motion. I'm interested in like what the weather's doing. It looks like it's snowing. Happy, excited snow dog. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm just finding the bottom of these Matt Bay emails. Where am I? Have I gone backwards? This is Jury Guri Stitchanava. Some sheep. Cloud inversion. Pretty cool. We like cloud inversions. Oh, I went to just me. I meant to go to the screen. We like clouds over here. This is a cool photo. I like this one a lot. You can maybe just remove this little bit of like scratch or something in the top left. It's a bit distracting, but it's cool. Next up, we've got Jacob Morrow. Some architectural vibes. I can't believe I just said that. This is cool. It's straight, but it's also not straight at the same time. Like I feel like I'm really looking up at this building, which I think normally when you take an architectural photo, you want everything to feel very flat. But it's got some angles going on for sure. And then the shadow portrait. Pretty cool. I can't tell if I'm really happy with how this mini is like perfectly framed in between the gap, or if I just wish it wasn't there. But it's cool. Alright. I need to go back to this search and find... I think I missed this one. Sarah Roja. Lovely snowy scene. I really like how this photo's got like a natural vignette coming on from like it just being darker where the photo was taken and leading you in. Helps to naturally look out. The only thing I'm thinking is like if you like squatted down a bit when you took this photo, would you have got more of the trees? Potentially could have been nicer, but then at the same time I really like how the foreground rolls in, so can't complain too much. We've got John V as well, who I think I missed. Which I'm guessing this is a multiple exposure? 3 exposures, maybe? Or a really weird reflection? It's cool but confusing, you know? I've never actually tried multiple exposures before. Maybe it's something I should do at some point. And then we got this one. Which is cool. I always like things under bridges like this. Good light. Jackham123. Some nice trees. I feel like this would benefit from like even more contrasting lighting. But it's pretty impressive how it's got such a gradient from red to green and all in between on the leaves, which is pretty cool. And that one's pretty cool. I like it. They go nicely together. Jeffrey Philman. Whoa, we've got a wide boy. Oh, I need to get rid of me. It's so wide. How did you do this? What kind of wizardry is this? It's pretty cool though. Looks like a nice place. What aspect ratio is this? Is this 6 by 4.5? It's nice though. There's a lot of lines going on, but they don't necessarily work against each other, which is pretty impressive. I like it. I like how he's got the window behind him. Pretty cool. And next up we've got Alec I from the Philippines with Love. Hell yeah. It's cool. You can just tell that dude is like such a character, you know? I like them. Next up we've got Toby Hornby Patterson. This is quite cool. I feel like the old like taking a backdrop outside and including more in the scene than the backdrop is something that's been done so many times. But I'm not sure if I've ever seen it done quite like this, where the backdrop is like significantly further away. And feels like more of a prop than necessarily the scene, which is quite cool. Oh, nice. I feel like you could just do with a bit more saturation in the reds. The skin tones look a bit washed out, and the tint in like this, basically all the warmth in the photo is kind of green. It's not red, which is a bit strange, but if that's your look, cool. Personally, I think it would look even better if you just had a bit more saturation in there. But they're cool. Next up, we've got Joshua Dixon with This House. It's a cool house. I like the pipe a lot. Is it straight? I'm not sure. But you know what you can do when things like this aren't straight? Is like in Lightroom, there's the perspective correct with the guides. On this, what I'd do is just draw a line on the pipe and then on all the windows and just make it like warp everything to perfect. Cheat your way to success. Oh, there's one more. That's an impressive macro. I like that. It's satisfying. No further comments. Good job, Joshua. Now we've got Elvira Bizina? Very European looking photo. Some cool structures. I like this. And a strange collection of objects, still life. It's pretty cool. Is that like an old salon chair? They're cool. Good job. Alright, people are requesting the new keyword. I see you all. We've been on this one for like 20 minutes now, so maybe it is time. Maybe. We did say at the beginning of the stream, I don't know how many of you are here who were here at the beginning, about the idea of changing the stream to be editing your photos instead of reviewing your photos, which we said half and half. So is anyone still game for that? Are we still thinking some editing? Would it be fun? Let me know right now in the chat. More review, more review. They want review. How many of you people saying you want more review are just saying that because I haven't looked at your photo yet? It's just no. Not everyone's going to be winners. I'm telling you, there's been 1,000 emails today. There's not enough time. Oh, I can't tell what the verdict is. Ah. Say 10 more mins? 10 more mins then edit? Review is faster, yeah. Like, I know review is faster, but I also feel like I could instill more wisdom if I was editing. I could show you practical things on what I'm meaning about the photos, not just verbally describe them. I think potentially, even though maybe less of you will have your photo looked at, you might actually learn more. That's my only thought. But anyway, who's to say I know anything anyway, you know? Alright, we'll do a couple more and then we'll change with a new keyword and we'll do some editing. Would I edit RAWs? No, I'll edit anything you send me, but I might not just pick every single image. I might like cycle through a few, find one that I think has something to talk about, you know? Alright. Brandon Minton. Wild West. 004.jpg. This is cool. I like it. It's slightly left-weighted though. I feel like you should just crop in a bit from the right. Be a bit more symmetrical. Be a banger. Nice horses. The only thing that I think is slightly off with them is the greens. They just got like a strange warmth to them. The scans just don't feel quite right, but the photos are nice. Beige Vogel from Sheffield. This is a moody scene. Is this Phil Flash with like extreme golden hour yet also stormy weather? You know it's probably got to be the UK then. It's pretty cool. It's a very like hard to decipher scene because of like the angle and everything, but I like it. It's confusing, but cool. Oh. I like it. Also, more incredibly moody lighting. Pretty cool. I'm beige, they're both long exposures. Interesting. Thank you, beige. Next up we've got Aidan McKenzie. Shot on Nikon Light Touch Zoom 70W. That's pretty cool. The inner gamer just makes me think it's the sniper scope. I feel like the road's not quite central in this one. You could just come in a bit from the bottom right. But what a sunset, you know? What a sunset. You cannot have a counter on how many times I say I like it, I'm afraid. It's not allowed. I feel like it might be time to do the reviews. But what I'm going to do is I need some water. So what I'm going to do is send you to a quick video transmission whilst I grab some water, maybe go to the toilet and come back. So prepare your emails, potentially. There'll be a new keyword. If you sort out your email now and write the description whilst I'm gone, I'll tell you the description when I get back, and you can click send, and it will all be super easy, alright? So, I will leave you quickly with a nice musical interlude.
It's like time stands still in the city. Swear I've never seen nothing so pretty. Maybe it's love. Shit, baby, it's love. I can hear a pin drop driving down the freeway, where the sun don't shine not the whole damn time. See, it's moon time now, in the moonlight hours, and the suicide count goes up, no doubt. High by the bypass, one with the night shift. Silence, sirens, reports of a lost boy wired, signs of life in the smoke from the tires. And time stands still near the new build. The mist that is forming is calling us all to the dawn of the morning, it seems. Or is this all just a dream?
Lay on the ring road, thinking about you. Beamers and benzos drift out of you. Yeah, it was late on the ring road, and I was thinking about you. Weed smoke and benzos, bathe in the moon. Yeah, it was
late on the ring road, the one with the convoy. A young queen and this young boy cruising, just cruising. It's two-step kids from the new estate, playing two-step hits off the newest tape. We moving, keep moving. In the light of the evening, I'm thinking of you as the thunder and lightning awakens a new night falling. Same way I'm falling, and the night falls evenly, sweeping the city streets, sleeping and dreaming. In silence, we're creeping in the light of the moon. What a feeling!
Before dawn light, would you meet me outside? Before dawn light, would you meet me outside?
lay on the ring road, thinking about you. Beamers and benzos drift out of you. late on a rim road, and I was thinking about you. Weed smoke and benzo, leaving a moon. Late on a rim road, thinking about you. Beamers and benzo, drift out of you. Yeah, it was late on a rim road, and I was thinking about you. Weed smoke and benzo, bathing a moon. Yeah, it was.
Hello, I'm back. Is everyone ready for the keyword? Because I haven't thought of it yet. I know. The keyword can be young dumb lovers, just like the song you listened to. This is their Instagram. Use this as the keyword. Young dumb lovers. Is this keyword for editing or reviewing? I think editing. Send them in. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, I'm guessing, right, if we're gonna do reviewing, we might have to find ones that are right to review. We can't just review anything. We gotta like cycle through a few, maybe some quick comments, you know, and then find the one to review. Or not to review, to edit. But one sec, I need more clothing. Alright. So, these two, maybe not an example for editing. This is from Marco Benz. They're kind of nice. I feel like there's a bit too much empty space on the left of that one. Alright, let's do some searching. This one. This is something which I'm not even going to bother opening into Photoshop to show you what I would do. But there's just just gets darker in the top left corner. I'd maybe just sort that out, just make it evenly bright. What I like about this photo a lot is the perspective that makes these people look absolutely tiny, which then really helps when you've got big mountainous thing in the background. Kind of shows off how cool nature can be. We've got Marcin Uminski. This photo may be a bit too purple. Just maybe. I could maybe fix this, but I also don't know if like the pixels are going to be broken by how purple it is. I would just shift the colours of this so that you could maybe even just do a white balance on the white of the cap and it might fix it a bit. I know it's probably taken at like dusk, but the skin has just like gone a bit too far purple. And we got this, which is nice. I think that there's a common theme of me just liking fog. I think we can have a look at this image in Photoshop. I think what's interesting about images like this is how it feels in relation to how much foreground and sky there is, because this image feels a bit too bottom heavy to me, that I kind of feel like if the bottom was missing, if the bottom was cropped out a bit, it could be nicer. It's like I don't need like up to that much. I'd rather it feel like more airy. I just feel like images sit a lot better when they've got more sky than foreground. Particularly in something like this where there's no like detail in the sky. It just helps to make it feel big, expansive, and like open. So like even just photoshopping in a bit more sky makes it feel like a completely different photo. There we go. Infinite sky. Feels like a completely different photo now. Let's go the whole way. Let's make it completely horizontal. Horizontal? Vertical. But you see like now how it feels like super expansive instead of like quite heavy from all the tarmac. I think that's pretty cool. I'd then also just like make it slightly more. Ta-da! And maybe it's not quite flat. We can see it just bows a little bit, so you could just turn it around a little bit until it was right. I've got those white lines, but you get the point. Like it feels like a completely different image. Alright, let's search for something else we can talk about. Are these two? An old Bernie from behind. And a nice house with a pole. I like this one, how this pole like intersects the composition. Not much to add on them. Sorry, Colin. But that wasn't necessarily a bad thing though. It's cool, some chairs. Nothing I can feel like I can add in the edits to that one. It's confusing. Like that really makes it feel like they're walking into the sky in that one. It's pretty cool. Nice photo. I don't feel like I can add anything to this one either, I'm afraid. This one just needs to be straight. You just need to rotate it a little bit. There's no reason for this photo to be wonky. It just puts me off a little bit. It's also maybe slightly too blue. The white balance is a bit off, which does help make the red pop, but like these bricks are like cyan, which is just a bit strange to me. Let's hunt. We gotta find the right photo. These two are nice. Don't have much to add to them. But shout out to Gonzalo Carvalho. Cool photos. Mark wants me to edit this one. But to be honest, I was like... The thing is, right, if I'm gonna edit people's photos, I'm not looking to like do a sky replacement or completely change something, you know. I'm just looking to make like subtle changes that make you think about different things. But for instance, I guess we can do like the same thing with this photo as we did to the other one, just to show you, drill home the point. Oh, I've just opened Premiere by accident. Give me a second. So like, which one of these is it? This one. The same point as before, right? How do I zoom in? I can't. Because this photo has more foreground than sky, just add more in. Simple. It will feel like a different photo. Oh, it didn't like that one. Ta-da. It just, I don't know. It makes it feel open. In this one, I think it's less apparent because it was kind of well balanced already. Go back. Oh, broke it. Either way, right? I'm just saying, if I have something on my wall, all of them apart from one have a lot more top than bottom, and I think this helps it make it feel nice, light, and airy. Okay, and that's something good because not many people want to like have a print on their wall which makes their house feel dark and full and heavy. Okay, I've got an example. I've got one, everyone. From Daniel Simon, shot on the Praktica MTL5 with Berger Pancro 400. Alright, got this portrait. Interesting looking guy. Lighting's kind of cool. I can't change how you took the photo, right? But the only thing I can say that would make a significant difference, you just need to crop it. Alright, here's a square crop. Square wouldn't quite fit. So sure, let's go just to like this. Oh, much better. There was just unnecessary space in that, you know? I don't need to see the top of that curtain. The reason why you took this photo was for the guy, not for the background. So show me it, you know? Onwards. This is a cool photo. I like this one. Shout out to Jonathan Wade. I'd print the top of the curtain. Sure you would. Alright everyone, I'm getting pretty hungry. Just to let you know. We might be towards the end of the stream soon. Who sent me this? This isn't what I asked for. When I said I'd edit your photos, it didn't mean I'd invert them for you. I'm just searching for an applicable photo. I like this one. This one's pretty cool. I think this one just needs some colours changing. I don't know why I can't... Oh, there we go. I can zoom in on Photoshop. It's just the greens in this one don't feel quite right. Make them pop more? What do we do? Do we make them more yellow? Make them more blue? I don't know. Just something feels off with this. I'd probably go for a selective colour and just set it to the greens and just make them a bit more rich. So I'd add to the blacks. Then let's see. Yellows? More yellow? I think so. I think that's what they were missing. Magentas? Do we want them to be like green? Or do we want them to be more kind of like real? And I think that's just like a subtle difference. We can keep going. Probably with the yellows. Greens can often be yellow on the selective colour. We're continuing with the punch. Just making it like feel a bit more rich. The only thing I'm also noticing is like this white here. Also not very rich. It just makes it feel like the slightest bit washed out. What else can we change? Cyans up in the top. Ooh. Just bring them back in a little bit. I feel like just like a little grading change. Just make it like a bit punchier. A bit more singing. But you could go the other way. You could go for the old... why can't I delete this layer? You could go for the inverted S-curve if you want that real like pastel look. This is the secret to all film scans. That will get lots of likes now. Needs to be flat. Someone said, do I prefer Photoshop over Lightroom Classic for editing? For single images, yeah, but if I got like a roll of film back, I'd put it into Lightroom. It's just quicker. Oh, Mike Davies coming in with the 10 Canadian dollary dues. Let's have a look. M Davies tutor. That's pretty cool. Almost looks like leather on the car. Like in this corner, like looks like a crocodile or something. It's a nice photo. The wood feels super vivid. It's a nice photo. It's like I wish that the dynamic lighting that was like up here in the top also reached further down to the car just to make it like also more striking, but I like it. Everyone in heaven rides bicycles. This is pretty cool. I prefer the first one. I feel like on this one you're missing a bit of the top. Like there's a nice thing going on with the repetition of the pink, like down here, here, and there's just a bit more flare up here which you could have also caught in. Alright, who's complaining about me taking the bribe? This isn't on. I need to eat food. Look, last time we did a stream, we did accept queue skippings for money. So, all I'm saying is, it helps me exist, so I'm not complaining. I say thank you, Mike Davies. Keep taking photos. Good job, keep it up. I think we did have this slide prepared. Donate £5 or more to skip. Have a bonus of up to 5 images reviewed. Other rules still apply. That's what we did last time, alright? I just say thank you for helping me do my thing. And all you grumpy people annoyed that I haven't reviewed your photo yet. I'm still going. I'm still trying to get through them. Oh, here they come. I baited you all. Andrew H, could you check out mine? I just want to see what you think. I'm guessing this is you, Andrew H? Is this going to be you? There's 2 Andrew H's in my thing. Is it this? Sony A6000. It's the camera I used to... Oh no, I had the 6500. Hey look, I don't care if they're on digital. Look guys, this is the first one where we've seen super minimal foreground, ultra sky, which makes me happy. Very good. I like it. Good job. It could do with a bit more contrast and saturation, I think. It just feels like slightly too grey, but nice. This one as well, like just very clean, minimal foreground. Something I really like. Once again, I think it's just like slightly too washed out. There's a photographer who I think really nails the minimal foreground, and I can't remember his name. I feel like he did a takeover on the negative feedback page. Yes. I've got it. Oh, so many people were sending it. Okay, guys, slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Wrong Andrew H. Okay, Andrew H. Well, I'll fix it. But you didn't give me a way of knowing who you were. This guy nails the foreground every time. Look at this. Look how little foreground there is in that photo. Does it so well. Like, some really push how far it can go as well. Like, some I'm so impressed at how little of a slither there is. But his photography is amazing. Recommend a follow. Alright, is there a way to just look at the super chats or whatever they're called on this thing? So we've got Andrew H said it was the wrong Andrew H. I'm only seeing Andrew H. What is your thing? Oh, I found it, I think. Here we go. What a moody shot. That was really cool. Wait, is there a person in it as well? Is that a person? This is really cool. I feel like it's slightly not straight. Like it could just go clockwise the tiniest bit. But it's a really nice photo. It's like taken at the perfect time of day with the dusk. Good amount of sky. It's hitting the spots. Alright, let me scroll through these chats quickly. Okay, we got Cat next. This is pretty awesome. Good use of mirror. I can't tell. I think it's the person closest, that's face is shown through this. I think what could be really cool with this is if you had a bigger mirror and you were like slightly closer to them, that their face, you just like be able to fit more of it in the mirror. Because currently, like, you're getting a lot of like the darker side of their face through the mirror. And what would be really awesome if you could subframe the whole of them. That'd be really cool. But it's a cool photo. Are they black roses? They're really dark. Either way, it's pretty cool. Onwards. We've got Sunny Ooh. Chase Bank coming soon. Falling over. Ironic. Nice. This one, need to clean your scan. That's a lot of things hanging down there. I feel like it could be I feel like you shot this from the waist, and it could be taken from higher up, just so that the perspective is a bit more like. I feel like they're standing higher than the horizon. That one, pretty great. How you managed to frame that chain link fence to be perfectly over the eye is pretty awesome. I really like that one. That one, nice and ironic. With the graffiti. Good colours on that one as well. Good job. Good job, Sonny. Alright, moving on to Satori Moto, hopefully, if I can find the email. Rochester, home of Kodak. I have been to Rochester, believe it or not. There is a video of it. Sounds cool. I feel like what could be even cooler with this if you could somehow like put the camera up a bit higher, so you could have the perspective of how many people they actually were. Because these few people in the foreground here block what would be so many bodies in the way, and it would really help to make it feel like a real sea of people. Is it like a run or something? Main Street. This is something I think about America, which I've never really understood. It's like having a main street in every town is such a strange concept to someone that grew up in the UK. It's got really nice colours on this photo though. Like the way this kind of gradients from the lighter brick to the darker brick. It's very nice. Rochester's version of the flat iron, I'm guessing. It's also cool how like the signpost is like attached to the building almost. Like you could have bent down a little bit more and put it above, but I kind of like it where it is. We keep moving. Another thing. We're seeing consistent themes. Another thing covering an eye. That eye has gone pretty warped down there, hasn't it? It's cool. I feel like there's I've been saying like all stream how I want more headspace, less foreground, and then this one comes along with like the perfect amount of foreground, but also maybe too much headspace. Like I said about the one with the curtain, that I just don't necessarily know if I need this stuff up here. Either get closer to the subject and fill the frame, or just crop it out. But it's cool. This one, just slightly too wonky for me. I feel like this line of the horizon could just be flat. Like the time when I like horizons not being flat is when a scene feels like chaotic, and I think because there's too much space in this photo, it doesn't need it. I would personally just prefer if it was perfect, straight flat. Alright, moving on. To Patrick from Slovakia. who sent in a lot of photos. We can't look at all of them. Or maybe we can as a collage. Maybe this is interesting. That one looks pretty interesting. With like double exposure of the statue's face closer up. It's a cool idea. And this one's got a cool sense of direction of everything moving that way, but one person facing the other way. This one's really interesting. Like that, it looks like such a... I'm guessing it's like a hospital of sorts, but looks under construction or abandoned, but then there's a laptop. Interesting. And a nice panorama. Pretty cool. They're nice. I like the statues a lot. And this one, very interesting lighting from the side. Super wide photo though. I can't say personally, like I'm a huge fan of like ultra wide things. Like I don't get letterbox video. I know it's meant to look like more cinematic, but I'm just like not super into it. Hugo. He claimed he's got large sky. This is a pretty big sky. This one, not so large. First one, pretty large. I feel like even though the sky in this one is massive, I still want like a little bit more of the building. And I feel like the way to get around this is like when you do the shots which are like off the top of buildings, the more kind of under the building you are, the better it can look, where it feels like you're small and being like towered over by the building. I feel like if you're just a bit closer looking up, it could be stronger. And it also, the only thing which irks me with it is like how the left side, not much space, right side, quite a lot of space. I feel like you've either got to go like the whole way to the side or more in the middle. And this one as well, it's not quite central. And I feel like if your photo isn't necessarily architectural, it's not the end of the world. But when your photos of a building or something like that, being like straight and stuff like that is quite important. However, very nice colours on these. Nice and pastel. All right. Jerry Flores with first picture from my first role ever in 2018. Second one of my favourites from 2019. First role ever? Pretty cool. Nice dynamic lighting. Second one, bit out of focus. Like I feel like this would be more interesting if you could really make out the subject. But it's definitely got like that film at night grading. They're cool. This is one, like for instance, where I don't necessarily mind. Street photos work when they're wonky. So I don't mind doing this. I can't tell whether I want to see that guy's face or not. I kind of like how his head's like perfectly cropped out. Cool. I feel like we need music. Basio Babatunde, thanks for the $10. But if you were hoping to get something reviewed, I can't see an email from you. Oh, there's a lot of people. Enjoy life with Jonah. No bribe, just love and support. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But you have sent an email, so I'm presuming you'd like me to look at it. That's cool. Is this like a bus that's been set up to do, like catering? It's cool. I feel like I'd maybe like this even more if it was taken from like directly down the aisle of the bus. Like I said earlier, just like being whoosh, that wasn't even it. Whoosh, you know, might help with the perspective, but the lighting that's going on is really nice. This one's really nice. Just remove this bit of dust up here and I'll be more happy. And it could also be, I feel like it's kind of aesthetic to have washed out blacks that turn quite green. It's quite like a film look, quite hip. But personally, I'd also probably just crunch the blacks a bit more so it was actually black as opposed to green. But I like that composition scene. Lucas next. What's this going to be? I can't click on it. No, there we go. This is cool. The dynamic range on this is pretty nuts. Like, I know it's blown out back there, but like how you can still make most of that out, yet their faces are like completely in the dark. It looks really cool, like the lighting on it. For this, I just think it needs to be straightened. Like the pillars of the temple just aren't quite straight. And I think it'd be nicer if you could do it in Lightroom. Just draw with the corrective tool, draw a line down that, a line down that, maybe one across here. Bingo bango. It's not hard work, but it'll make it look so much better. This one's cool. I like the subframing of this. Like I just said how I don't like really wide photos, but this kind of does it naturally and still kind of makes it interesting. Makes you feel like you're really like looking into a scene. There's also like a really nice balance of different lights. I'd be interested to see what this would look like if like they were white instead of green. How it would make the photo feel different. Because like this kind of like green orange look is very like, it's very like nightimey. I know it is nightimey, but you know, it's just like got like a matrix kind of grade to it. Whereas I'd be just like interested to see like how it would feel completely different. Because like I don't know if I'd want to eat in this kind of light, you know, like seeing something really green in front of me. It's just something to think about there, like how color temperature completely change a scene. Next up we've got Calvin Mida. With this is sometimes it's really interesting when you get sent a photo in, just to look at what like other people are calling their file names, because everyone's done the like smash the keyboard and just save it and I'll deal with it later. So right now we're rocking with AAA no border -11.jpg. This is cool though. It's a very like formal pose, but looks super cool. Super golden, really nice light as well. The only thing I'd say, like maybe if they wore a different pair of shoes, it could be a nicer photo. Just because it like actually kind of merges in with the foliage and tree. But who knows if it was a styled shoe or anything? Like you can't tell. I'm just saying like that could make it pop even harder if they were like blue shoes to match the coat. But the lighting in this is super great. The lens is quite distorted though. I wonder what you shot it on. Because like it's like got a blurred vignette. And there's a little bit of dust up there, but oh, you can't actually see that blurring down there. Like it feels like that log's probably straight, but it looks warped. But it's really cool. It's a good photo. This one's really nice. Not much to complain about this. I feel like this has got a great balance of headspace as well. Like the eyes on the third. It's got it popping. Great sharpness, detail. Really nice expression. Good photo. Good job, Calvin. Alright, if people are still sending in stuff, I will be stopping soon, so send at your own risk. We got Florian next. Nice construction site. Pretty dirty scan though. There's a big scratch up here. I know some people might like not own Photoshop because it's expensive, but like I feel like removing things like that, like if you're gonna spend money on taking film photos, you should just embrace cleaning them, make them look the best they can. That was pretty cool. I prefer this one. It's so interesting how like there's no footprints. Like how are these people moving around? Where are they going to? I feel like a high up photo of this scene would be really cool. Just to like see what this village looks like. Super interesting. Thank you, Florian from Bern. That's pretty cool. I just think a lot of things in Asia just instantly look cool. You know, just like people have just like learnt to love that aesthetic. But it's something just like about like how busy it looks is just cool inherently. I feel like this is in between wanting it to be a really busy scene with like more people in the foreground here or no people. But I understand that like it would be nearly impossible to have no people in this photo. You know, like you'd probably have to take it multiple times and then Photoshop people out. And what a different photo to the UK it looks like. This is really nice. Listening to the big sky, I'm guessing. But this is a really cool photo. I like this. I feel like maybe you could have cropped in just to here, so the roof would have ended on the like straight down, instead of having that little bit which just went back up. And this is nice. I feel like the skin tones are just going a bit purple, which you could correct. Just add like a little bit more warmth. And there's just like this little white out of focus bit here, which you could just stamp out, make it even better. It's cool. And this one's pushing how dark you could shoot. The only thing I don't like about this is like how it makes it, because you can't see the pupil on this side because it goes so dark, it almost makes them look like they don't have an eye. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I could be wrong. But it's quite cool. Makes them look quite sinister because of that eye. This is a nice portrait. I feel like there's just a bit too much headroom on this. Like you come in from the top left and just make them fill the frame a little bit more. But the lighting across them is really nice in this. It maybe clips just the tiniest bit on their hand. Maybe if you had a better scan, you could fix that, but it's cool. And this feels super futuristic. I feel like if you were 2 steps to the right, this would be an even better photo. Just so like all the lines really like zoomed you through. But they're pretty cool. Just on the thought of empty scenes, let me show you something. A lovely photo. Where is it? Banger. Absolute banger. I wonder how many exposures it took to get like no people in that and like photoshopping stuff out, or whether there was a road closure, but I doubt it. But pretty impressive. Let's keep going. Matthias. This is a cool portrait. This is a self-portrait. That's pretty cool. I feel like you could come in from the top right a little bit. It's just a bit centered to the left. But but that you are kind of centered, but also because you're looking that way, it just feels a bit weighted to that side. So maybe just come in a little bit from the top right. But it's nice. This one's got quite the glow. I feel like this one's maybe like it's been slightly overexposed or something, and you've lost a bit of the green, and it's gone a bit like white in the foreground. And it could be nice to see like you put a bit more green back into that in the edit. But it's pretty cool. It's a nice scene. Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, Tim Davison, for the offer of eating on you. But not like that. Here we go, Tim. It's pretty cool. I feel like this would be even cooler if this like repeated wall filled the whole like scene. If it was just like edge to edge warped glass, it would be even cooler. This one's pretty cool as well. I've been there. I know where that is. It's in New York. By Glossier. I've been there. I feel like this one, maybe if you were just like the tiniest bit like down and up, you would have perfectly framed the mural in the gap. But it'd be hard to judge if you've done that or not, but pretty cool. Good job. Alright everyone, I'm just going to let you know that if you send in anything now, it's most likely not going to be looked at because I'm getting hungry, I'm afraid. This one's from Cameron Emus, I think. This is pretty cool. Guessing Todd Hido inspired. It's cool to see it with a more British look to it. And the exposure's pretty bang on with this. This one's also really cool. This one, great house and light to be left on. I feel like it would be just that bit even better if there was something to light that foreground or to make it like slightly still. Like if you had like a fill flash, this could look really cool. Like if you just made the foreground a bit brighter and stopped the motion on it, it could be a really good image. But taking pictures of people's houses with a flash at night is a bit dodgy. But I just think that bit's a bit too blurry, it's a bit distracting. But I'm all sold on the house with the big red curtains and light on. It's pretty awesome. Joachim. That's a pretty amazing reflection. This almost looks like you photoshopped it. Like, it's so reflected that it doesn't look real. Like, there's so little distortion from the water. But I think it is real. It's trippy, to say the least. Like, I feel like it should be somewhat out of focus, but this little bit here makes me think it's real. It just looks a bit distorted there. That's pretty unbelievable. Pretty awesome. Not much to add. I would like to see another version where I understand why you've done it from such a high point that you get them like in the blue bit with stuff above, but I'd also like to see one from a bit lower, so you'd be able to like feel like you're looking out with that person rather than looking down on them. Aaron sent a Google Photos link. Not acceptable, Aaron. I asked for attachments only, I'm afraid. I will look at it this one time, though. It's pretty impressive smoke. It's a cool photo. This one, you can come in a bit from the left. Like, I'd say like a decent portion of this could be missing. All the interest's over here, you know? And it's just not quite straight, I don't think. Big sky. Good. I feel like this one, again, like I said earlier, if you were just like that bit more under it and up, it would help. This one, straight on. Pretty cool. Nice and busy. I feel like this one, it would be enhanced a lot by different lighting. It's just a bit too flat. But keep going. Good job. Thank you. Photo review if you're nasty. This is awesome. I wish more scenes like this existed where I live. But it's got a really nice light on that as well. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Just like, I don't know what to say about that. It's just pretty cool. It's a nice scene. The car on this one sells it. Good job. Cool photos. Jürgen, up next. From Guatemala. I feel like you took this photo whilst you were still walking, and the shutter speed wasn't quite high enough. It's got that like slight shake to it. But an interesting scene, of course. This one's cool. It's a really good use of the lighting. And it's like, it's very satisfying how you've like perfectly lined it up so that their shoulder just fits in the beam of light. But I like the expression as well. It's really nice. This one, cool as well. It's just the slightest bit too dark. And maybe like a bit too much of a blue tint, but it's pretty cool. The flowers, sell it. I'd like to see like a close-up still life of just those flowers and like tarp or whatever that is. John Barry. Guy walking. Cool. It's also cool. I feel like this one, if we were stepped just one step to the right, without this post kind of distracting, would just be helpful. Might help it just feel more about the subject. This one, I'm not the biggest fan of street photos with the back of people's heads. It's like, I feel like if you're going to take photos on the street, make the people your subject. I can see what you're going for. The light on the taxi is pretty cool. This one, more potential, because you got that like looking back, gazing at you, lit perfectly from the light to the side. It's pretty cool. You can tell you probably had to crop in it a bit. It's a bit lower quality, but it's cool. Also cool. Nice silhouette. Maybe the light to the left's a bit distracting because the rest of the scene's a bit dark. Maybe you could Photoshop that a little bit. I don't know. But it's cool. Good job. Dragonfly 9307. Thanks for your donation, but I can't find your email because that's not your email. But I can't find anything. Also, dumbass. I can find you actually. If you want to lend me your Mamiya 7, I'd be fine with that. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, so can't do that. This is cool though. Nice, like, green and red, and then like the reflection of the water on the pavement really sells it. It's also pretty cool. It's maybe slightly too orange and teal for me. Like it's very orange and teal down the bottom. And then this one's maybe not quite straight. It's hard to tell. But awesome, like, different colours of fall. Like, I'd also be happy seeing a photo of just the bottom of that one from, like, a different angle and it just being, like, an abstract of different colours. I'm seeing a theme of the old wet nighttime with lights. But that one's also pretty cool. Thanks for sending them in. Jared Brock. Candid portrait. It's nice. Good side lighting, fills the frame nicely. You maybe still come in a little bit from the left, but I really like how you've actually like really utilized the whole frame to make it feel more intimate. Oh, and these are the two different crops. Interesting. Or maybe not. Maybe they're two photos. It's interesting. But I prefer the black and white one. Feels more intimate. Night photo. Stars. Pretty cool. Still grass. Impressive. No wind at the beach. Pretty impressive. I feel like this one could be even brighter. Like, I feel like the main attraction for this is the pier, but it's still a bit too hard to make out. Would have pushed for a bit longer of an exposure. But pretty cool. Thanks for sending them in. Alright, everyone. Stop sending me money, please. Or, I mean, keep sending me money. If you've enjoyed the stream, sure, go ahead. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. It's really helpful. But, please stop expecting me to look at your photos, because I'm going to end this quite shortly. Chris Passion. Gig photo. I like this. It's cool. Awesome light on the ceiling by this. I'd like to see a close-up of just that like roof with the detail in the shadows. That could be really nice. This is cool. It's really nice how it's got like all the different like poking out bits of light through the beams. Really interesting lighting. It's just not quite straight though. Just a little bit anti-clockwise. I think this photo would be even better. It's cool. Really good different dynamic lighting. And apparently, they're silver gelatin prints. Eric 50205, I'm afraid I can't find your email. Zach Accieri? Unsure. Either way, a very black image. Like, this is super deep. It's pretty cool. Looks otherworldly. Looks like I'm sailing into the end of the world or something. And also very purple. It's cool. It looks like maybe you pushed it a bit too far in the edit. I can see a little bit of banding here, but that could just be the compression. That's cool. It's weird to see the moon so low in the sky. Nice. Good job. Keep going. Alright, who couldn't I find? Eric. 5205. Harry King, I missed your donation message. Apparently. Where was it? I can't see it. Is there a way to just look at the super chats? How does this work? Okay, Eric. Eric, I don't have an email from you. Valentine Wretch, why you just keep saying dude? What's going on? Alright. I think unless Eric says something, we might have to call it here. Alright. All I'll say is, guys, don't worry if your photo hasn't been seen. I'm going to do this stream again on next Sunday. I'm going to try and do these every week on Sunday. So just stay tuned for next time, okay? Like, there's a limit to how many I can look at, and we go again every Sunday. This is pretty cool. Very interesting movement on this from Harry King. Very interesting. Pretty cool. This is pretty cool as well. Really nice dynamic movement. Cool silhouette on this one. I feel like I'd maybe even just darken the sunglasses just to make it like full silhouette. Also nice. I feel like these are photos that would like be super nice to look back on when you're older and like look at your friends growing up. Like, they're super nice, just like captures of life. But that first one was also like super interesting. Okay, Eric sent his correct email. Let's have a look. This is pretty cool. I feel like this one you could have less foreground and more sky. Just try and like fit in the whole of the tree. It just feels like a bit too bottom heavy. Like, I like having some grass in, but there's maybe just like a bit too much for the balance. But it could look even better. But the light on it's really cool. That was really nice. Great lighting. Something strange going on with the top. I don't know whether that's like a light leak. You can see like holes of the sprockets maybe or something. But it's cool. Lots of good white border. Alright, so that's it, everyone. Next Sunday we go again. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for enjoying if you have. Probably be a new video on the Saturday and a new stream on the Sunday. If you haven't been seen, I'm sorry. I've had over 2,000 emails today, which is quite insane. So I'm afraid I just can't get through everyone. It's just luck of the draw. Alright, thanks for joining. See you next time.